What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast sponsored by FanDuel. This is the North Shore 9 post-game show brought to you by Primanti Brothers. I can't believe I'm saying it, Doug, but drop those hashtag raises because the Pirates win. They win 6-5 today. And what a wild ride this one was. It starts late, it ends late. The game goes basically 3 hours. And the Pirates come out with a win, despite looking like there was zero chance that was going to happen. I was preparing a lot of rants. I had guys lined up I wanted to talk about, but instead, we get to discuss the win tonight, Doug. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm doing great. Thanks. Good to see you. I had like five people I wanted to talk about firing, and so we'll save it for another day. They got the win. Maybe didn't deserve it, but hey, they took on quite a few losses that they probably didn't deserve. So I guess it's only fair that sometimes this balances out over a long season. The bullpen was pretty effective, right? The bullpen gave up no runs. It gave up no runs. So it was a little scary. But in the end, the bullpen pitched, 4 2/3 innings, I think, and or 3 2/3, something. I don't know. It was a lot. The bullpen pitched a lot, and they didn't give up any runs. So that's good. And Bryan Reynolds and Brandon Lowe, and that's just about it right there. But you got RBIs from Nick and Endy as well.
Yeah. I mean, the bullpen tried. They tried to give away runs unsuccessfully, but they do win. They come back. They were down 4-0 at some point in this game. And I guess
in the first inning, if you're in the first inning, I think before there was too many outs.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably start there because, well, Mitch Keller had an interesting start today. He's been, I mean, we don't need the mince words. He's been bad this year.
Really bad.
And today is I would say an improvement. But that first inning, man, we're going through this, and after the Pirates go quietly in the first, Mitch Keller starts the game with a walks Nick Kurtz, gets an out, then he walks two straight batters, and you're like, oh boy, here we go. It's Mitch Keller again. He's not going to be pitching well, and then he does get a strikeout, and then chaos happens on one of the stupidest plays I've ever seen in my life.
That's my big rant today was going to be about how stupid this team is and how stupid they've been over the entirety of the Cherington era. And we saw a lot of that stupidity today. And I saw smart stuff from the Athletics. And that just sort of highlighted. And Jacob Wilson made a couple smart plays. And I'm like, golly, we haven't had a smart player like Jacob Wilson on this team in quite a while. And I know that at some point we're supposed to sort of talk about how Mitch Keller settled down and all this sort of stuff. He pitched terrible today. It was a terrible game. He gave up 4 runs in the first. He gave up another run. He did everything he could to make sure this team lost. Yes, bad defense, because that's what we do. And just dumb stuff and frustrating. This is a win, and I'm already mad just talking about the beginning of the game. This team will drive you crazy.
I wouldn't say Mitch was good tonight, but I feel like he wasn't bad. I mean, 3 walks in any, no matter how you slice it, is inexcusable. It should never happen. But like, he did get out of the inning. He did everything right in terms of getting out of that first inning. He gets that big strikeout.
He walked 3 guys. He didn't do anything right.
Okay, but then he gets the 2 outs. And then Spencer Horwitz, after making an amazing diving play, just throws the ball to who knows where. And then there's interference at third, and Brandon Lowe can't even make the tag at home. And so it was like 3 errors in a single play that lets 3 runners score on a ground ball to first base. Like, I feel like Mitch got it in a normal situation. Mitch is out of that inning with no runs given up. and then we're talking about a completely different ball game.
Perhaps. I think, if Mitch gets out of that inning, he comes back in the second and gives up 4 runs. He's determined to pitch horribly. And that's the play at third base. So Gonzalez obstructs. Jacob Wilson is so smart. He knows this isn't a situation he should run in, but he knows he's going to get the plate. And then he still get beat to the tag. Again, Jacob Wilson's smart. He knows what to do. If this happened to a Pirate runner would be at third base and he would run back to second. That is the kind of thing that would happen. Our team is so dumb. Our team doesn't understand situational baseball. They don't seem to know the rules. They don't seem to know where they're supposed to be. They don't seem to know where to throw the base. It's a shout out, Michael B. Gonna keep it real, you guys. They won. Great. This team still looks bad. And when they do win, it's a huge struggle. I'm still not hopeful. I could feel you there, Michael. This team is very frustrating right now. Now, look, rattle off get a win tomorrow, sweep the Rockies, and we're all feeling happy and joyous again. But yeah, this team, it's just so fundamentally unsound, so bad defensively. Starting pitching's not really very good right now. Relief was better today, but has not been very good. And just sort of situational awareness. The team absolutely looks like a bunch of basketball players playing baseball for the first time. They just don't know what to do.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like, we'll get to it, but I don't know. You were highlighting how smart the Athletics are. And the Athletics had a ball go off someone's glove and hit into a home run today. I don't know. The Athletics weren't that smart.
Well, I know Jacob Wilson made 2 smart plays that the Pirates wouldn't make. Jacob Wilson fielded the ball and throws Endy out because Endy is just running, without paying attention to where the ball is, where the fielder is, what's going on. And, this team is not good enough. This team needs to win in the margins, even with the offense being better. And they shoot themselves in the foot constantly. And it's frustrating to watch. They won. You're right. And I should be a little more joyous. But man, they're just so dumb. These are professional athletes making a good living who've been playing baseball their whole life. And they don't know that maybe they should have a sense of where the ball is when they're rounding second base. They don't know. I mean, they just don't know. They don't know where to throw the ball. They just don't know anything. It's stunning.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it feels like that. It really just boils down to that one play to me. Obviously, Endy running the bases a little weirdly is hard too. But I mean, at the end of the day, that one play leads to 4 runs. And throughout the rest of the game, the Athletics put up 1 run. And it's a home run from a really good hitter. I don't care, to be honest. The Pirates, the Pirates thoroughly outplayed the Athletics today. And the only reason this game was close was because of one, major league movie baseball play where they're intentionally trying to throw the game. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this is as close as the score shows. You know what I mean?
I mean, for sure. And look, we've seen the other teams make bad plays, just as dumb as the Pirates do. And we see the Pirates do it every night, and we only see them do it for 3 games here. So, I mean, I get, but another Michael B., why the whole BC era does team after team not know basic fundamentals in base running? Are the minor league coaches not teaching? I'm tired of it. But I mean, you're preaching to the choir there, brother. I mean, it has been true the whole time. But he doesn't. He's an analytical guy, and he's looking at just numbers. He doesn't look at things like fundamentals and situation based. He does not care about defense except possibly behind the plate. And he's, again, we always, the Pirates will bring up a guy that's played shortstop every single day of his life and play him at catcher the next day. They don't care. That Ben Cherington does not care about defense at all. He believes the bat will play even, over the first 6 years of his tenure, the bat didn't play. So we're having bad hitters playing out of position defensively. Michael, you're 100% correct on that one. And again, thank you for the super chat.
All I'm going to say is all 30 teams in baseball are super analytical and they all follow spreadsheets. And this crusade against
Yes.
analytics it really falls on deaf ears when the Brewers are the kings of analytics and they run circles around us every single year. Like, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Analytics is
The
not the
Brewers
end.
run circles around us every single year, and they're not swinging for home runs on every pitch. They do all sorts of things differently than the Pirates do. They get the same analytics and make better decisions with them. I'm 100% in favor of analytics when used properly. Our analytics have G1 base swinging, from his heels trying to hit home runs. Our
Yes.
analytics
But tonight,
that yeah, tonight
our analytics had 3 home runs. So, I mean, like,
did Bryan Reynolds and Brandon Lowe have home? I mean, you think
top 5?
I mean, if you want to give Ben Cherington credit for those home runs tonight, you go right ahead. I will give it that more to the players.
Top 5 in runs scored in baseball. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but like,
wow, Shelton's gone, and now you're a BC stan. Wow, never saw that coming. Never saw that coming.
This crusade against numbers is stupid. Like,
I don't have a crusade against numbers. I have a crusade in the poor way that the Pirates apply those numbers.
I guess.
I mean, yesterday we celebrate Jared Jones' whiff rate. Like, oh yes, that whiff rate is really, really. I mean, it's just we'll probably talk about Mitch Keller's whiff rate today. His whiff rate wasn't all that.
Speaking of, we should, because this was one of Mitch Keller's better outings of the year, just besides the first inning. And one of those reasons was because he finally struck a lot of batters out. And so
he struck out 7. Yeah,
he struck out 7 tonight and got 11 whiffs. And that goes into this is one of his better starts, because one of the reasons Mitch Keller has struggled so much this season is because he can't get guys to swing and miss. And tonight he did. So that first inning, 30 pitches, 3 walks, horrible. Not his fault that the 4 runs scored. He got the outs he needed to get out, but he probably deserved to give up 1 or 2. And then we get the second inning and the third inning and the fourth inning. Until the 5th inning, he throws single-digit innings in terms of pitches. He did exactly what he needed to settle and settle things down, right the ship. And again, he's been bad this year. He's being paid $16 million this year to pitch fit for us, and he has not been good enough in any capacity. But today, I don't understand why we're getting on Mitch Keller when, quite frankly, the only run that's really his fault is that home run to Geloff in the 6th inning, which was just bad because he couldn't get through the 6th inning. But like that first inning, like, I don't know. We commend Ashcraft, we commend Skeens, we even commend Chandler for being able to pitch through bad situations and get out of it. And Keller did everything he was supposed to today, and the defense let him down. I think he was just fine today.
Except for the 4 runs he gave up in the first, and then the run he gave up in the 5th. And one of the things that we value from him is that he gives us innings, and he went 5 1/3. And, I mean, sure, you're right. And that's what we do with this team, because this team has been so bad for so long. When somebody does something slightly near mediocre, we celebrate it, right? He walked 3 guys. When you walk 3 guys, errors come back to haunt you, right? When you can't walk 3 guys when you're, the veteran pitcher on the team. You just can't do it. You can't walk 3 guys in an inning for sure. But you're right. He was great the rest of the way. So yay, Mitch Keller, right?
It's just, I don't know. Like, yeah, you don't want to walk 3 guys in an inning, and then after that, he was nails. Like,
and then, I don't know. We scored. We scored a couple runs, and he immediately comes back in that 6th inning and says, "Oh, you know what I do when we score? I have to give some of it right back," and that's what he did. But
when Mitch Keller can control where Spencer Horwitz is the third of baseball, we can discuss that later. But I mean, I can't. He can only do so much, and when he gets a huge strikeout against Cortez, who's been mashing the baseball this year.
He's been crushing it.
Yeah, Geloff.
He's a very good hitter. Very good hitter.
Easy, great play by Horwitz, but to get the play, and it's a hard throw. But again, I fail to see why we should get on Mitch Keller when he was pretty good outside of walking 3 batters in the first inning. and he got the out. He got the results he needed to get him out, and the defense let him down. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Mitch Keller does give up 5 unfairly, in my opinion, but he does give up 5. And so the Pirates have quite the task in front of them, Doug. They are down 4 runs after the first inning. And quite honestly, I was ready to say this game is over. It's done. And then the Pirates start to slowly claw their way back into this game. So that starts with simply Nick Gonzalez grounding out to first base and scoring Bryan Reynolds. And it was the start of a really, really good day where Bryan Reynolds essentially saves this team from dropping further below 500. Reynolds collects his first of 4 hits today in that 4th inning, and Gonzalez then knocks him in with an RBI. That part of situational baseball that we need, or was that not good enough by Nick Gonzalez?
Yeah, I mean, stop clocks right twice a day, baby. I mean, it's like, if we're going to celebrate every little basic average thing they do, then yeah, we can celebrate every game every year because somebody does something. They lost yesterday, but Endy had a hit. So I mean, we could do that all day. I'm with you. Let's do it. Let's only talk about the positives.
I mean, they did win tonight, Doug.
I mean, they did win, right? Let's be state-run media. Let's.
You know me, I'm big time state-run media. We'll talk about the rest of the offense. We'll give Bryan Reynolds his flowers after we hear from Cody and talking about our friends over at IQ Bar.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
Yeah, so the Pirates give up 5 runs under Mitch Keller, but their offense does come to life today. Starting with that first run of the 4th inning. But the Pirates offense as a whole today, obviously carried by Bryan Reynolds. We're going to get to that. But 12 hits, 3 walks. So they put 15 runners on base. However, they probably could have scored more today. The Pirates came into today with the 2nd worst batting average with runners in scoring position in baseball. And that really didn't change tonight. They went 1 for 6. Luckily, they were saved by Bryan Reynolds' heroics, and what a day from Bryan, man! Like when we needed him most, we got June Reynolds.
Yeah, this was classic June Reynolds. 4 hits, 2 home runs. What did he have, a double or was it 2? And whatever. I mean, he was just outstanding. Hit from both sides of the plate. Only 2 other Pirates have ever done that. That's crazy. Dale Swaim and Bobby Bonilla.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this franchise has been around for nearly 150 years, and they've had a lot of really good hitters. You would you'd think there'd just be some random guys we never even heard of, Tommy Leach and those kind of guys, somebody, but no. So, yeah, I mean, Bryan Reynolds was fantastic tonight, and obviously we needed every bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, he now raises his WRC plus on the season to 144. His OPS is now at 870. I mean, people were talking about this contract Bryan Reynolds signed as like being an albatross, how they need to get under it. They get rid of it. He was really bad last year. And man, it's just special to see him rake like this. And there's not a single person on this team more than Bryan Reynolds who deserves a competitive baseball team. He's been here through the toughest of times. He signed the extension. Please get him some bullpen help. Please get healthy, because this man deserves to experience some playoff baseball.
Right. He's got more games played without a playoff appearance than any current active major league player. That's a terrible thing that we're doing to him, right? That the Pirates have done to him. I mean, and for the most part, he's really performed, just terrifically. And it's just come on, get some bullpen help. Get Griffin and Cruz back. Add somebody, add another guy, do something bold. Let's get this guy to the playoffs. I'd love to see him on that stage. I'd love to see him have that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's so great because, I think he was a question mark coming into the season, and a lot of people were like, should he be on the team? And he's being, he might be a guy who is the one who helps turn the ship around. We kept talking about how we need Ozuna to step up with all the injury crisis stuff going on, but maybe it's Bryan Reynolds, and it starts here. And again, just a special season, 2 home runs from him, knocks in 3 RBI, and he saved the team. He brought us back within, brought us back within 1. And then I forget what, and then he hits the, I forget which one, at the top of the 7th, the 2-run to tie him up at 5. So again, just consistently bringing this team back into the game.
Yeah. The only thing he didn't do today was rob a home run, which he's been doing a lot of. So but terrific. Terrific performance from him, and we need it. Like I said, we needed every one of those runs, and we need this Bryan Reynolds. It's one of the things we talked a lot during the offseason. We were very happy with the additions they made, but we said we still need Cruz and Bryan Reynolds to perform. And when healthy, they have been, and it's made such a difference. I think I mentioned it with Jim on the postgame Sunday. He's got, through Sunday, it was 47 walks. Last year, he had 56. And, each year before, he hasn't had more than 60 in, I think, any season. So it's and this is, again, just credit to having Lowe and O'Hearn doing what they're doing. He doesn't feel like he has to do everything, so he can be more selective. He can, he'll take the walk. He can look for his pitch, and man, when he gets his pitch, he's driving it, and consistently, and with authority. So it's been terrific seeing Bryan Reynolds back, because I was concerned. I mean, he's gone down sort of each year, just incrementally, and last year was kind of a big drop. And when you add that he's been kind of troublesome defensively, and if he wasn't going to hit the way he's hitting now, it was getting harder and harder to justify keeping him on the roster, not trying to trade him and get out from under the contract. And now there's no reason to at all, right? Yeah. If he keeps hitting like this, you keep him, and he's a bargain.
Yeah, and one small thing that's really nice is once the world's most expensive cone holder gets to makes his exit from this team, as he again does not play today. He wasn't even wearing a jersey. That really irked me, seeing him not wearing a jersey today. But Reynolds just slides very neatly into DH. You don't have to worry about him and Cruz trying to field the outfield together. You don't have to chase a DH in the offseason. You kind of already have that hole filled. And you feel very good about that. You get to save his bat. You get to save him from more physical decline. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to. The Pirates are a very strange team. So, Ozuna should definitely be DFA'd by now, and especially if they're not going to play him, right? Yeah. If they were going to play him, we'd be crying that they're playing him too much. There's no doubt about that. We're impossible to please. I'd be like, oh, he should at least be batting 8th or something, and blah, 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 blah. But if you're going to keep him, you should at least throw him in there against lefties to see if he can get anything going. Otherwise, DFA him so we can put Reynolds in a better position. So we can use, him and Cruz can sort of split up the DH, right? So you don't have both of them in the outfield at the same time, letting balls drop between them that they're both calling for. So, it's let's do something here. This team is just so weird and so dumb, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But in happier news, Endy Rodriguez also only gets one hit today, but boy, is it
Starting
a big
catcher.
hit. Yeah.
Starting catcher.
Starting catcher. Yeah. I mean, the conversations have to be had. I mean, Rodriguez now has an 880 OPS, obviously not going to stay that high, but I mean, just a clutch hit to drive in another run, get us out to, get us to 4-3, really within striking distance. Endy looks really, really comfortable at the plate. And yeah, I mean, you can't justify Henry Davis starting over this guy right now.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, Andy's it's not just that he's producing. His at bats are just so good right now. I mean, he's, like I said, he's getting on base, he's taking walks. He threw out a base runner last night. I mean, quite frankly, I don't even think Endy should be starting Paul Skeens starts, but I mean, Endy can't play every day, so you have to, that's fine. Dan, Black and Gold. Boy, am I happy we're talking about Reynolds. Nice to hear Doug being excited about something with our team. Poor Doug, hurt too much. Oh, you'd have no idea, Dan. You have no idea the trauma
say,
that
Doug has seen successful Pirates baseball. I have.
It's very true. I've seen a lot of it. Right. I saw a lot of it, and it's the only thing keeping me from, just completely just saying, oh, I'm done with this. I don't see how you young folks do it. I really don't.
Thank you,
this
Michael.
team is just
yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just young. Me in my younger years have more whimsy in life. Who knows? Thank you, Michael, for $2. Triel sucked again. LOL. Sorry, had to post this. His bat was not good, and I think it misses the top of the show. But thank you, Steel Dog 8883, for becoming a new member. You guys are the best.
Welcome to the therapy set. Even after a win, I need therapy. So
yeah. And then, I mean, well, one last thing before we get to the bullpen, because that'll be the last thing we talk about. Brandon Lowe, extension. Like, he's been poor in June. He's a very streaky hitter. And he had been on a bad streak. I mean, coming into that last at bat, he was 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. He looked lost at the plate, but he delivers again. His 18th of the year, I do believe, 18th.
18, yeah.
And it wins us the game. It gets us over the line in the top of the 9th. I was totally convinced this game was going to go into extras and that we were going to be here until like 2 a.m. talking about this game. And so thank you, Brandon Lowe, not only for everything that you've done this year, but to make sure that we get to bed at least somewhat soon.
Yeah. Yes, I would go off on Cody a little. Yes, Cody, you were born in the darkness, but I was born in the light. So the darkness hurts me more. This is all you've ever known. Nothing. I knew glory. I knew greatness. And now all I've seen is, this just trash for what seems like 100 years. Brandon Lowe. I mean, again, go back and watch the prediction show, the over-under show. Our corporate overlords did, the big three. Jim presented the question, and he is trying to, fool me that like he did not also think that this number was going to be under. But both Tyler and Donardo, picked the under on, I think it was under 22 and a half or 24 and a half home runs. He's got 18. I think he's going to get over this year. I don't know what the FanDuel odds are on that. Maybe but I think Brandon Lowe is going to, barring injury, is going to get over it. He'd been in a little slump lately, and boy, came out of it a nice time in a nice way. So he's just, what a great trade acquisition, especially when you throw in Montgomery and Jake Mangum on that. I was reluctant to see Burrows go. So that's worked out great. And that was the difference.
Yeah. No, I mean, just incredible stuff. Another home run. And he just continues to impress. It was nice to see us finally take advantage of the really, really nice offensive park. Like the most offensive heavy park in baseball, and finally we put 3 over the fence. We should go put 4 over the fence tomorrow. So because we all know, I think in our heart of hearts, that the bullpen's not going to do this tomorrow.
I mean, that's the smart, again, the smart FanDuel bet is, do not, bet on that bullpen to put up that many zeros. Scary, but I'll take scary.
Well, to be fair, only one person was scary. Sis comes in, only gives up one hit, 2 strikeouts, nails again, ERA 174. Johan comes in for 0.2. The wild pitch was a little scary, but he doesn't give up a hit. He only gives up a walk. He exits, no runs. Mason Montgomery was elite. He was dominant, another 2 strikeouts. And then we have the lead. And I think we all felt it. But then Gregory Soto decides that he wants to make this as hard as possible for all of us. His 9th inning features 2 hits, him trash talking Soderstrom while they're runners on, and he's barely unable to throw strikes. And I'm like, this is going to come to back.
I mean, again, this is this team who was in a 2-8 stretch. Trash talking anybody in any situation is just out of my mind.
I was convinced we were losing them. Reminder, put your hashtag raise it in chat. We're going to give away sandwiches in a few minutes. But oh my gosh, I was like, well, this is going to be all over talking baseball when he gives up a home run in the next at bat, or he gives up the lead in the next at bat. But he settles down and he gets Soderstrom out and he gets Wilson out. He gets Jacob Wilson out. And the Pirates win. But man, I was convinced they were at least going to get 1 run. I was absolutely convinced.
Sure, because like I said, it's 1:19 a.m. and we thought for sure we were going to be here until 3. So yeah, that's just the script that we follow. So, but not today. Gregory, so he closed it out. What was that? His 11th save, maybe 10th, something
11th
like that.
save.
Yeah.
So the Pirates. The Pirates moved to 500 again, despite being top 5 in baseball in WAR accumulated as a team. Mainly
number 1 in unearned runs allowed, though. So
that sounds about right, as well as leading the league in blown saves, which is why we were anticipating the blown save.
Right.
But today at least was fun, and despite my impending doom, we're going to look back at this 83-win season and think that this could have been a 93-win team. Tonight, this is actually the start of our brand new run. We're going to win tomorrow. We're going to sweep the Rockies. We're going to get Connor Griffin back. Cruz will be back soon, and everything's going to be okay.
I agree wholeheartedly. The bullpen's going to tighten up. The bullpen's going to, just sort of law of averages says they have to start being better, right? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to hit a baseball and except against our bullpen. So maybe that'll balance out a little. And, some of these young guys will start pitching a little better. Skeens will return to his most dominant form. We'll get right back in this thing. We're 500.
Yeah.
We're 500 on June 16th. Well, it's now June 17th, but and we should be favored tomorrow.
Yeah, and through gritted teeth, we got Doug to be positive. With that merry attitude, let's give away some sandwiches.
Let's give away some sandwiches. That always makes me happy. I love feeding the people.
95 entries for because there's 122 a night is very impressive.
Thank you so much for staying up with us. I don't know that I would have.
I can't believe so many people are here. But let's give away some sandwiches. Ray Tolerico, congratulations.
Who was 15 in 1979, the perfect age, when your team wins a World Series and thought there'd be more. I remember those days. Oh, Ray, I remember those days. So celebrate, and eat your sandwiches.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Get your information and your email associated with the Permante's account over the northshore9@gmail.com. And we're going to give away our second winner. Yo, Wireless Graves.
A dedicated regular in the chat.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Wireless Grapes. I'm
Wireless
happy for you.
Grapes, my boy. What's up, man? Good job. And congratulations. And please, same thing, get your information over to northshore9@gmail.com and we will get you your sandwiches. So, tomorrow, Ashcraft Day. Ashcraft takes the mound to face the Athletics at 9:40 at night. He will face... Oh, no. We're facing Aaron Savali. Well, never mind. We're not winning tomorrow. Aaron Savali is going to go 7 shutty because that's what Aaron Savali does against the Pirates.
Yeah, he sure does. I know.
Whatever the odds are on FanDuel.
But this is a different team with a different offense, right? We've got Lowe, we've got O'Hearn, we've got Endy Rodriguez, we have Bryan Reynolds on a heater. So I like our chances tomorrow. We'll take the series and just roll into Denver.
Seeing Savali blank us twice in one season, I think I saw both in person, has forever hurt me. So
I'm trying to get in a good mood, and you're dragging us back down.
Yeah. Take the under on FanDuel for runs scored. I know they're in Oakland. I don't care. It's going to be no runs scored.
Or Sacramento, or Oakland, Sacramento, right?
But anyway, they're the Oakland Athletics to me. Long live the Coliseum.
Now, to me, they're the Philadelphia Athletics. That's where they were when I started watching. So,
well,
they didn't move to Kansas City for a while and to Oakland.
Well, Pirates will take on, hopefully, the way it is tomorrow. Hopefully, they get the series win. They desperately need a series win to stay over 500, stay in this playoff chase. We will be back with you tomorrow night with another post-game show. Hopefully, celebrate another win. Doug, do you have anything else to say?
Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry I was so cranky. But next time you see me, we'll be on like a 5 or 6 game win streak. So I'll come in all happy, joy.
Yeah. And, the Pirates will win 5 straight and you'll be complaining about Paul Skeens only going 6 innings. And that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. But his whiff rate will be spectacular.
It will be spectacular. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe. And let's go Bucks.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.